can feel it when I sing them lonesome songs. I can tell by the way I feel that it comes from somewhere else. Got that sweet mountain soul down in my bones.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Chris Bordelmeyer with Davie County Diggers. Appreciate you tuning in with us. It's 4th of July weekend, Independence Day. Happy 4th to everybody. And unfortunately, I got the short end of the stick at work, and I was on call this weekend, so I couldn't really go anywhere in case anything happened. I had to be ready to go into work. So I stayed around the house and worked on some videos and cleaned up some pictures and some videos off of my phone that I didn't need anymore. And lo and behold, I came across 8 or 9 video clips and a few photos from a hunt that Travis Allen and I did back in March of 2019 up in Virginia. And while that in and of itself isn't that interesting, what struck me was this was the very first Civil War relic hunt that I ever went on. And very first Civil War bullets that Travis and I ever dug. You know, we've been moderately blessed over the course of the last year to dig, getting pretty close to 400 bullets now. So certainly there's a lot of folks out there that are way more proficient than us, but we've done pretty well. We've held our own over the course of this last year. So to find the videos that we're digging our very first bullets and just grinning like school kids, it meant a lot. And I thought, you know what, I need to go ahead and throw this up into a video. So I'm going to stop the video at a couple spots along the way and give you some background information so it makes sense. But with that said, I appreciate you tuning in, and let's go ahead and get started on the hunt. What is up, guys? Chris Bordelmeyer with Davie County Diggers. I'm here with my buddy Travis Allen. We are 40 eastbound, headed to Virginia this weekend, part of a Civil War metal detecting hunt, NDL. We're both really excited. Travis started a little bit after I did, but it's almost 1 year to the day when I first started metal detecting, and I've been waiting to get on some Civil War property ever since. Today's the day that's going to happen. It's 3:15 in the morning. We got a little ways to go, got some miles to get underneath our belts, but we'll be back with you right when we get up there. Well, hey folks, we're back with you. Spring NDL hunt, morning one. It's around 9 o'clock in the morning. Travis and I got up here okay, had a little breakfast. It's time to get started hunting. You can see behind me, got a lot of happy detectorists. We're really hoping to get on some good Civil War activity here soon. Stay with us. We'll be back with you on the first good dig. It's been pretty slow so far, to be honest with you. This is the first area that we decided to hunt, was this 100 acres that had just been acquired. It wasn't a part of NDL before, but it's been opened up to us now. Pretty open pasture. There's an old house in the back. A lot of guys have come over here to start just because it was new and nobody had hunted here on NDL so far. But I've seen a lot of guys leave. So, we've been out here about 30, 40 minutes now, and not a lot of good targets, but I have pulled something out of the ground. So I believe this was ringing up 67, somewhere around in there. And I almost dropped it. A little button. It's been a couple hours since I last checked in with you. And if you can see this green pasture behind me, as far as you can see, I've walked it. I've come up and swung this detector. Gotten a few iron signals that just proved out to be junk and farm stuff, but just looking for that one button or that one bullet. Digging anything above 40 right now, and it's been real slow going, just to be honest with you. But I just pulled out something out of the ground. Could be interesting. Let me show it to you. All right, so ringing up 67, 72, right in there on the Garrett AT Max. I definitely think that's a relic. After a couple hours of not digging anything to keep except for a few square nails, I'll definitely take that. All right, so here's the backstory behind this video. It's day one of the hunt. As I mentioned, it's mid-March, it's pretty chilly, and we had a rain squall that came through around midday that, it absolutely just rained like it was coming down as hard as it could come down for about 2 hours. And we're out there metal detecting all the way through it. We're soaked, we're cold, we're miserable. And on top of that, we ain't digging anything good. So it was quite the combination of events that led up to that. So I think I had been digging at this point for about 8 or 9 hours, and I was exhausted. And to my knowledge, about the best thing that I had dug up to this point during that day was maybe an old rivet or maybe small little cuff button or something, but nothing good by any stretch of the imagination. But I met a guy named Jeff Crone, and Jeff's a very, very dear friend of mine. We've hunted together since. I love you, Jeff. If you're watching this video, you're an awesome dude. But that was actually the day I met Jeff, and he and I were swinging about 20 yards apart, and so he was actually there to watch me dig my very, very first Civil War bullet. It was a 58 caliber Union 3-ring mini ball, and let's just say this: my feet didn't touch the ground for about an hour after that. So let's dig it. Well, hey folks, so we're almost at the end of day one of spring NDL. It's been a great day. It's been a lot of fun. I have found a few things. It hasn't been the plethora of relics that I was hoping for. We had a really strong rain squall come through. We got soaked. My tent decided it wanted to almost fall down with all the wind. And well, we got back out here for a little while. The sun's just about going down, and something really special just happened to me. I wished I had live dug it, but I didn't know what I had when I got ready to dig it. So let me show you what I got. Now, I'm not even going to pretend like I just live dug this or anything. I have already pulled it out. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be my first 3-ringer, 58 caliber. It's dropped, doesn't appear to be fired. You talk about a happy guy. I thought I was going to be basically skunked all day, but this kind of sets it all right. I feel good. I'm ready to keep going now. So hopefully I got a lot more to find. Who knows, but it sure does feel good to get on the board. All right, back with you on the next good one. Good morning, my friends. We're back here for day 2 of Spring NDL Hunt 2019. It's pretty chilly this morning. Temps hovering right around the high 30s, but we're all pretty excited. You can see all the campers out here, got their tents and everything set up. All the guys are up there getting breakfast right now. We think we've got a game plan for today. We think we know on the property where some good relics are still at, so we're gonna head up there pretty soon, and stay with us. We'll be right back on the first good dig. All right, y'all, well, it's day 3 on our hunt, Sunday. Travis and I have literally been swinging from sunup until sundown the first 2 days, and even though we've had a great time, met some really awesome dudes, our relic pouches are really, really thin. And I think that there was some pressure on both of our shoulders because, you know, we've shelled out all this money. We're up here, and try as we may, we just can't get on to nothing. And on Sunday, about everybody that was left at this hunt had transitioned over from metal detecting to pit digging. And we'll talk about that a little bit more later, but basically it's a winter camp. This is not a battle location, it's a winter camp. So it's where guys had stayed during the winter when they weren't fighting. And so a lot of stuff was in these really deep pits that had to get dug out. So not really like metal detecting that you and I conventionally think of where we're swinging a coil 6 inches over the ground. They're finding stuff through probing, and then they're digging it up in these really deep holes. So again, it's getting to be about lunch on that Sunday. I'm looking at Travis, he's looking at me. I'm like, brother, man, we need to do something. It's go time. And we went back to a location that we started at on day 1. So the location we were at actually had a main site and an off site a couple miles away. And the off site was much, much smaller, maybe 10 or 15 acres, something like that. We started down there on day 1, didn't find hardly anything, stayed about an hour and a half and left. So here it is, we're on day 3, and we're digging absolutely nothing good, feeling the pressure, wanting to dig some relics, but not really sure what to do. And you know, I think Travis and I both agreed. We said, we just gotta try something that we haven't tried before. So we went back to this first location, went back into a area in a corner of this property that had been clear cut, and what do you know, we lucked up onto some relics. And I give Travis all the credit in the world. He's the one that found the spot and then was kind enough and gracious enough to call me over. So with that being said, here's a few more bullets that we dug on this hunt. Hope you enjoy it. All right, guys, here we are, day 3 of NDL, and you know what? It was a good time, but we learned a lot, but it wasn't the plethora of relics that we had hoped for. It was a lot of surface digging, and if you weren't willing to dig pits, you weren't finding much. Travis and I have carved out this little spot back here that we don't think a lot of people knew about, and it's hit pretty good so far. We've already found some buck and ball. Travis has found 2 Williams cleaners. I just found a 3-ring mini ball. I've got a 72 signal in the hole. There's no guarantees, but it sounds pretty good. I wanted to get this one on film. Let's see if we can't pull us a bullet out of the ground. I still think it was in the sidewall.
Boy, it's wet, isn't it? If you look at that, you go about 8 inches down in.
All right, it's in the mud.
It's in the mud, the clay.
Okay, so we've got the signal out of the hole. It's in the, look at this clay. Look how wet and muddy and nasty it is. Here's something.
Feel something chunky. Feel
Come on.
something chunky.
Where'd you go?
There it is. I see it. Right there, right there. No, it's in the grit right there. You pinpoint on. It's right there at the edge of the brown. Right there. It's a bullet. Gotta be. Is it a round ball? No, another one of them bullets.
That is a fired bullet. You can tell off the
heck
base.
Yeah, look at that. Nice one, flattened out.
That's a no doubter.
Dang, we're tied.
She ain't quite as pretty as the other ones, but you know what?
We in them here, buddy. That's 4 in about 30 minutes.
We putting bullets in the pouch. That's what we came here to do.
All right, buddy. Good job, Chris.
Davie County Diggers. We hauling back, and I had a 76 signal down here in the swamp. I really don't know what I've got yet. It looks like it could be a coin. I'm gonna be real careful with
Look how
this.
green it is on the edge.
It's got a patina, a green patina all the way around the edge.
That could be a button, Chris.
It could be a button.
Could be a red button.
It feels really thin. Ooh,
Shank.
I feel a shank.
Oh, that's a nice button. Be something nice on the front of that thing. This ground, guys, is so wet that buttons are just going to, we got to toothpick that. That's got something on it.
It's going to have to dry off. I ain't going to do a lot with it right now.
Just brush it.
I'm just going to do a light brush. We're going to let it dry out and toothpick it. I don't know if you can see the shank is standing up. It's intact. It appears to be in pretty good shape. I just dropped it.
Ground fine. That's mine.
Boys and girls,
Keep
that's
polishing that thing.
That's what I came here to find. Stuff like this.
And we waited all week to come to this place. That's crazy, man.
Well, folks, here we are at the end of the day. It's 4:30. We have to be off the property at 7. Sorry if I'm screaming. I still have my earphones on. It's kind of tough to tell how loud I'm talking. But we have hit this clear-cut field pretty hard. And it kind of dried up on us in that back. But here I'm sitting on a signal. I don't know if you can hear that through my headphones or not. But it's ringing up 71, 72. There ain't a lot of trash out here, folks. I'm betting on a bullet. Hang with me, I'll dig it and let you see what I got. All right, folks. Got it out of the hole. That's where it's at. Whatever it is. Looky there. Looky there. Oh yeah. That's a 3-ringer all day long. That's what we came here for. Yes, sir. Let me clean it up just a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I don't have my toothbrush here. So I'm just kind of winging it. Rub this on my shirt. There's only 2 rings on this one, so it's not a Williams cleaner. I know that. It could be a Sharp's carbine. I'm not 100% sure. I'll do a little bit more research on it. I'm sure there's some Civil War folks watching this video right now jumping up and down screaming at me that knows exactly what it is, but I'm real happy with that. It's turned out to be a great day. All right, folks, we're in the waning moments of our sunlight, and we got to be off this permission here in not too long, but I got another really good 72 signal. I got it out of the hole. Let's see. Yeah, pro pointer not working right. Okay. Ah, looky here. Looky here.
Them 70 signals are no doubters, ain't they?
They are no doubters. Look, there's my buddy Travis over there. Wave to the crowd, Travis. Well, guys, I appreciate you tuning in there with me on this hunt. It was special looking back and reminiscing on the times and experiences that Travis and I had. We had a super time on this hunt, even though we didn't find a lot. I think we learned a lot. And you know, the thing about it is I firmly believe that this hunt, putting those few bullets in the pouch, is what lit the fuse on us to become Civil War relic hunters. And now on any given week, you can see Travis and I run up and down the interstate going to find Civil War relics all the time, and it's something I just never get tired of. So anyhow, I appreciate you hanging in there. It was fun kind of reminiscing and look back on all these memories, and we'll see you on the next hunt. Thanks, guys.
I got that sweet mountain soul down in my bones. I can feel it when I sing them lonesome songs. I can tell by the way I feel that it comes from somewhere else. Got that sweet mountain soul down in my